The 1968 Chevrolet Nova, listed for $1,500 in Udall, Kansas, presents an intriguing yet challenging project. With an inline-six engine and automatic transmission, the car has a few new parts, including a starter, alternator, cap, rotor, and plugs. The seller notes it as non-running, but suggests minimal effort is required to get it operational. The presence of Bondo indicates previous bodywork, and it is described as a piler car, suggesting structural solidity. However, the absence of a title and sale based on a bill of sale only complicates restoration prospects. Overall, this car may be better suited for parts unless you're committed to a complex restoration. The 1966 Ford Falcon, listed for $800 in Dwight, Kansas, is a potentially promising project. With 140,000 miles, the car is in fair condition and has a clean title, which simplifies the restoration process. The exterior is white with a blue interior that appears to be in relatively good condition. The engine turns over and has good spark, though it has low compression and is not currently running. The vehicle is complete with no major components missing. Given the fair condition and completeness of the car, it seems worth restoring rather than just using for parts, particularly for enthusiasts interested in a classic project. The 1962 Chevrolet Impala, listed for $1,300 in LaGrange, Georgia, is a significant restoration project. With an automatic transmission and a 283 engine, the car lacks a transmission and interior and is sold without a title, only a bill of sale. The seller emphasizes that it requires total restoration and is not an SS model, but a regular two-door Impala. The exterior is black. Due to the extensive work needed, including sourcing major components and dealing with title issues, this car is best suited for someone prepared for a challenging restoration or for use as a parts donor for other projects. The 1966 Chevrolet Corvair, listed for $1,250 in Clearwater, Florida, is described as a fair condition project car. With an automatic transmission, white exterior, and burgundy interior, it comes with a clean Florida title. The car has been sitting for many years, but has had its four carburetors rebuilt and new engine oil and filter installed. The engine runs well, but the car requires a complete restoration and is not currently drivable. Given its condition and the presence of a clean title, this Corvair has potential for restoration, though it could also serve as a valuable parts donor, depending on the buyer's resources and restoration goals. The 1969 Volkswagen Beetle, listed for $950 in Houston, Texas, is a project car with a manual transmission and black exterior. The seller began restoration and had it painted, but progress halted after a tree branch fell on the rear driver's side during a storm. The car is being sold without a title, adding complexity to the restoration. Given the damage and title issue, this Beetle is best suited for someone ready to handle significant bodywork and legal hurdles, or it could be utilized for parts. The urgency to sell, need it out ASAP, might allow for negotiation on the price. The 1966 Ford Mustang V6 Coupe, listed for $1,800 in Bessemer, Alabama, is essentially a body shell for a project. The car has an automatic transmission, but lacks both an engine and transmission. It comes with some new body parts, new floor pans, and a radiator, with the windshield and back window already installed. Given the absence of the drivetrain, this Mustang requires significant investment to restore, but offers a solid starting point for a custom build or racing project. This car is best suited for enthusiasts prepared for a major restoration or those looking to build a custom racer from the ground up. The 1964 Ford Ranchero, listed for $1,200 in Trenton, Florida, is an all-original vehicle with 86,164 miles. It has a 206-cylinder engine and a C4 automatic transmission and is described as running very well. However, it needs new tires and brakes and has rust in the floor pans and a few other spots. The car is sold without a title, only a bill of sale, and will need to be trailered. This Ranchero is a strong candidate for restoration given its running condition and originality, but it requires significant work, particularly addressing rust issues and obtaining a title. It could be a rewarding project for enthusiasts ready for a challenge. The 1965 Mercedes-Benz 300 SE sedan, listed for $1,800 in Rock Island, Tennessee, appears to be a fairly complete project car. With 75,000 miles and a manual transmission, the car is described as running but needing an alternator belt and radiator fan. The exterior is white with a brown interior. The car has new brakes and tires and shows only slight surface rust, with one small area of rust in the passenger front floor. Given its relatively solid condition and the presence of new critical components, this Mercedes-Benz is a promising candidate for restoration, requiring minimal work to be roadworthy compared to other listings. Based on the provided information, the 1960 Edsel Ranger appears to be a project requiring significant restoration effort. It has been stationary since 1975 and does not currently run, with no confirmation of the title available. The presence of rust on the rear floor pan suggests potential structural issues. However, it retains its original engine and transmission, which could be valuable for restoration enthusiasts seeking authenticity. Considering the price of $1,750 plus additional costs for restoration and missing parts like front rims, it might be suitable primarily as a parts donor, unless approached by a dedicated restorer with experience in vintage vehicles. The 1969 Buick LeSabre two-door, priced at $1,200, presents a feasible restoration project despite needing substantial bodywork. It runs and drives with 54,000 miles on the odometer, last registered in 2006. Key positives include a 354-barrel carburetor, new starter, and battery. However, it requires a carburetor replacement and comes with a bill of sale only, requiring towing due to no tag or insurance. With all original parts included and functional windows, it offers potential for restoration enthusiasts interested in a classic Buick, albeit needing investment in body repairs and mechanical fine-tuning. The 1964 Ford Comet, priced at $600, offers potential for restoration or trade due to its condition. It features an automatic transmission, original motor that still turns over, and functional windows. The doors shut like factory, indicating good structural integrity. However, rust in the floorboards and a dent in the trunk are noted issues. The availability of a title is a positive aspect for potential buyers. Priced low at $600 or best offer, it appeals to both restorers and hobbyists seeking a manageable project, albeit one that will require addressing rust and cosmetic imperfections.